my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon in October 2021? I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle production since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, now available on Kindle, link in the description box. 4 planets in Virgo, one of them being my sun sign, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hello, my fellow virgins. I hope you are well. Happy to be doing this 5-card draw for you today before, at the time of this recording, the new moon. We'll talk about the astrology in a minute, but if you are new to these readings and new to my channel, a 5-card draw is nothing more than one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific timeline. In this case, a 2-week period, depending upon when you catch it, a new moon to a full moon. Waxing, plant a seed at new, watch it grow to full. These cards also are representing the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. So if you're into the intentional work, the visualization, the spell work, whatever your practice, your creative practice is, can be helpful on that level as well. So let's look at this timeline. We're looking at the new moon in Libra on October 6th. It is a Wednesday, 7:05 a.m. Eastern. Lovely. 7:05 a.m. It's now new moon. Begin the creation, right? Do what you're going to do. Plant the seed. Later that day, what I also find interesting is that Pluto is going direct to 29 p.m. That should make for an interesting afternoon. A couple of days after that, on the 10th, Saturn is going direct, which is lovely, maybe. We'll see. And then, of course, a couple of days after that, on the 18th, Mercury goes direct. So, you know, if you've been watching astrological social media, you know, it's like everything's retrograde right now. Well, 3 of them go direct during this waxing moon. So it's a lot of momentum, things moving forward there. As I said, that happens on Monday the 18th. Mercury goes direct, bringing us finally to the full moon on Wednesday, the 20th of October. It's in Aries, but actually it goes void, of course, the same moment it goes full. It's been happening. It does that because it's a mathematical cycle, so it won't be forever. That will change, and that happens at 10:37. Is that 57? I think it's either 37 or 57. I never had good penmanship because my mind goes faster than my Virgo hands can keep up with. So that being said, let's take a look at this. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. See what your other signs have to say within you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What it has to say about this situation, or perhaps another situation entirely that you will be waxing, right? Building, growing, expanding, attracting as well as part of that. Because when do we ever have just one thing going on in our lives? Okay, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. All the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box in terms of links if you want to look them up, as well as a video on how to book a reading with me called Booking a Reading with Mal. Enough. My Virgos, both feet on the floor, please take a nice deep breath. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, of miracles, and of mysticism. Please leave the card in my hand for the Virgo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their element of fire, right? That this spell fragment can help them hone, fine, make a bit more precise, a bit more focused in terms of what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire this new to full. It's our card, darlings, Harvest. The card of Harvest. Now it's a spell fragment. It's a little long, but I think you'll get the vibe off of this. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, Considering evaporation and precipitation, yes. As the trees in the forest grow tall, and they do, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Yeah, we are a harvest sign, right? Virgo, literally the grain coming in, right? The mutable earth of all of that. So we want our harvest. Makes sense. We're going to cast for something at new, intend for something at new moon, and over the waning, the waxing period to full, that we are going to be harvesting our work. I just love that it says, let my work now bring me to harvest. Virgo, let's keep going. Element of earth for the earth signs here. The crystal oracle. Whether you have the stone that's indicated, if you do, great, work it. If you don't, you want to get it, hey, how much time you got, and do you live nearby, or do you gotta like Amazon ship that thing to you and you have to overnight it to yourself? But certainly what's written in the oracle itself, I think, is the most valuable. It's whether you have the stone or not. So please take a nice deep breath. Hold on, both feet on the floor. Here we go. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, powers of the north, element of earth, the sign of Virgo, the Archangel of Lyons, actually, please, what is the element of earth here to help the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, ground, manifest, fuel the fire of their harvest, an earth oracle for an earth sign, this new to full. Ooh, azurite. That's an interesting approach. I love azurite. Cousin of malachite. It's just malachite has copper on it, thence turning the blue. Green, if I understand that correctly. I'm not a geologist. I just love my rocks. Let's read what Tony Carmine Salerno here has to say for you. Azurite, keywords: self-confidence, creativity, expanding awareness, rock and roll. Okay, so keep that in mind. Self-confidence. In other words, you all do you out there. I'm doing self-confidence. Thank you very much. Creativity, very Virgo, and expanding awareness. Believe in yourself, for you have the ability to materialize your dreams, to harvest the seeds of your dreams that you've already scattered, and maybe in some instances forgotten that you had scattered or well planted those seeds. Throughout the coming months, you will begin to expand your horizons and explore new possibilities for your life. You will realize that all you need in order to manifest your dreams is self-confidence. Believe in yourself and do not let anything stand in your way. Even if you are rejected, do not give up, for even rejection can serve to strengthen your resolve and character, provided you are ready for it. Now, here's the thing. Rejection can often be a form of protection. I know, it rhymes. It's a little cliche, but I look at the things that rejected me, and I look back and I go, oh, dodged bullet, right? It was never about me. It was about them. We all play our parts. But you get what I'm saying? It's like if you step on somebody's trigger, it's their trigger. You didn't intentionally, unless you're kicking out their triggers intentionally. That's a little different. You get what I'm saying? Expect it. And see it as something you can learn from, right? So get that the rejection, what you think of as failure, is not on you. It's here, it's saying it's inspiring you to expand your awareness and really get it. It's like, no, this is making me better. On the level of the soul, that is true. The personality doesn't have to enjoy it, and the ego fucking hates it, right? Success is guaranteed, provided you remain focused and confident. We're Virgos. It's what we do. But we can be a little critical, analytical of ourselves and others, obviously. See every experience as an opportunity to learn. That's our jam. That's our jam. Ruled by Mercury. We do like to see the lesson in things. This is powerful. I like this a lot for us. I'm going to say us. I'll take this read for being a Virgo. Let's get your element of air. Healing with the Angels Oracle. Please take a nice deep breath. as I call upon the beloved angels and archangels of Earth, the sign of Virgo, the powers of the North, please, the Arielites, the Urielites, the Aureolites, please, one card in clarity. What is the perfect healing angel oracle for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, wanting so much their harvest and their element of fire, and really to have the confidence to work. I mean, azurite, I think I might have a piece of azurite malachite around here somewhere. But that confidence, that expanding awareness here, they have the ability to make a dream come true, and maybe more than one. So what is the element of air? They need to breathe into that fire by working with these healing angels to manifest their heart's desire. Oh, it's coming out of my mouth in rhyme. Run. No. Oh, trust. Oh dear, do you actually have to call upon the healing angels of trust to help you heal the beliefs and the thoughts, the element of air around trusting your own skill, trusting your own ability, right? It's like confidence can come from a mindless place if you've had everybody else kind of telling you along, but this is self-confidence, very much a Virgo thing. Cross your legs, I'm good, right? It's like, no, I've got this, and even if I don't, I'll learn. Right? You reject me as much as you want, you will look back in regret, and I will look back in wisdom. That's the Virgo deal. Now, you know, the original meaning of the word virgin is unowned. Just to roll that around. Yeah, Google the original meanings of words. You'd be surprised how different they are now as opposed to then. And then you could take a deeper meaning there, another look at things. Working with the healing angels of trust, though, it is tricky. Because we have to learn how to trust our gut. We have to learn how to trust our guidance. We have to trust that there is a higher plan in play that we are a part of, but a vital and part of. Everybody is. But certainly if you've been doing your work and you haven't been seeing the harvest that, well, supposedly we always get everything we need. And I do agree from a higher perspective that is true. Even our hardships are blessings helping us grow. Great. You don't have to like it, though. The personality does not have to like it. But to get that you may not have gotten what you want. And this is about really harvesting not just what you need, but a good chunk of what you want. A heart's desire. Your dreams are usually not just what you need. Well, maybe they are what you need, or maybe it's what the world needs through you. Right? It's a good way to look at it. In service, Virgos that we are, let's do the element of water, the whispers of love oracle. The voices of the higher selves of all involved, it seems my own included. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. This reading just took on a very magical vibe. Well, fire, earth, air, water, spirit. I mean, like, but literally feeling it. Please, higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed emotionally about the element of water here in this spell, in this lineup of energies here for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this reading, this new to full. Like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Now that is absolutely true. If you think of harvesting love, like you put love into people and it gives a return. Sometimes we don't get the return in the way that we wanted to, but guaranteed it comes back in the way that we need it to. Usually to teach us something, right? Let's expand your awareness. You have the ability to see this very, very differently, but you have to trust in maybe something higher than what's going on around you horizontally. Get into the vibe a little bit more vertically, if you get what I'm saying there, right? Because love is the truth of who we are. It just is. You want to really feel yourself, open your heart, spend some time there, usually with nobody else around if you are a Virgo, right? It's like, I need to go into my Virgo hermit cave, thank you very much. Tap into the unowned core of me that none of you may have, because it is the divine and it is within you anyway, right? The love that we truly are. And to trust that. I mean, if you can get a hold of a piece of azurite, this is a very third eye stone. And though Virgos are earth signs, we are ruled by Mercury. It's very third eye. Like attracts like. Take that in your interpretations of law of attraction and all of that, but do understand there are many different perceptions, many different levels of consciousness that deal with the law of attraction. There's always a higher truth. Please take a nice deep breath. As we call upon the Ascended Masters, I will say General Assembly because this can be about harvesting anything. Just like the Leo read success, that could be in any area. So please, my beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra? The element of spirit. For the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, wanting so much in their element of fire, their harvest. Let their work now bring them to harvest. They are ready. We are ready to receive our all. With azurite, that self-confidence, that expanded awareness here. That ability to make a dream come true, and keeping in mind Virgo is about self-confidence, not necessarily needing other people to hand it to them horizontally, but it's nice when they do, when they're working the best that they can. But calling upon the healing angels of trust here to really heal their mental trust stuff, because, you know, lies, illusions, deceptions, delusions, projects you pour energy into, people you pour energy into, just because you didn't get what you want didn't mean you did not learn something to prepare you for what you want. So certainly like attracts like. If you want to receive more love, you got to give more love, and certainly that may be giving love to the self, the type of love that only we can give ourselves regardless of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You've been making me shuffle these cards for a very long time. What is the perfect healing mantra then? The element of spirit for the Virgos, this new to full. Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself, and this is very much a Virgo card. It is like if I want to rip somebody's face off, by the way, I'm Mars conjunct Leo rising, I can do it with my eyes, right? I can do it with the tone of my voice. So this is very much, all right, pull it back behind the boundaries. I say, okay, back to the witch's castle, raise the drawbridge, right? No one's getting in. I'm going in, right? To do this, take some space for myself. But then again, I live alone and I work from home, and I love it. I love it. I don't know. I mean, if I did eventually live with a lover, because I think that was the only way I would do it, it'd have to be like, good thing you have your own room, sweetheart. Yeah, that would be nice though. I do love living alone, hopefully. That will work itself out. Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need space for myself. It's so clear. It's so Virgo. When anger is resolved, you are able to see your emotional reactions or the abrupt responses of others as evidence of profound transformation taking place. Stick a pin in this for a second. This is great. So what we're talking about here is the element of fire in terms of anger and wrath. Wrath, the deadly sin of the heart chakra, but also that solar plexus rage. I mean, it's we all know what that is, right? Just that anger and maybe even the mild frustration. It is the element of fire, the element of transformation. So to then get that, something else is going on here that I may not be completely cognizant of. When anger is present, it acts as a sign of needing more space to face the feelings that are ready to be healed, to balance out patterns of doing with moments of silent being, bringing yourself into balance. See, this is about resolving anger, not allowing it to possess you. You burned down the village. That image, I don't know. I must have burned down a village, and I'm telling you from a past life thing, right? Do not burn down the village, right? Don't let the fire possess you. What Eckhart Tolle calls being possessed by pain. Certainly anger, rage, all of that is pain is at its core, right? But nor do you really want to repress it, because it will eat you alive. You push it down and eventually it will pop up and take you at a weak moment. That's why shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. rather than to let it have its voice, to be in the present moment with it, to feel those feelings and let them transform you, and understand you may also be distancing yourself, taking space for yourself for someone else's singular or plural anger. Right? In order for you to get your harvest, this seems really, really key. Right, balancing, okay, and this is for a Virgo, to balance patterns of doing with moments of being. I think it's just really, really important to take time and space for ourselves. As you resolve anger, you are able to find the time you need to be both rested and productive. Oh my God, that is my dream. And I'm finding that balance. That's why I'm only putting out a couple of videos a day at high quality, right? Edited, me meditating in between all that to really, really make sure I am giving my best so I'm rested. This mantra is ideal for managing stress, deepening interpersonal communication. Doesn't seem like that if you're taking space for yourself, but it is like, let me really, really go in and get really, really clear about what I'm feeling. How much of it is them and how much of it was already there before somebody did what they did. Even if you're angry at yourself, which some say that's always what it is at the core. And tempering frustrations, like I said, even on perhaps the lighter end of the emotional scale, like rage, wrath, revenge on one end, and just like irritation, impatience, frustration. Am I just giving you Abraham Hicks emotional guidance scale realness? Yes. Why, yes, I am. Let me put this together for you. This is pretty much puzzle pieces, not so much what I call them earlier, the Diplo puzzle, whatever that you know, like play school, big chunky puzzle pieces. This is, I think, got a bit more finesse to it. Why wouldn't it? We're Virgos. Please take a nice deep breath. As I ask my collective pantheons, all pantheons of the divine, to please bless the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, bless them with all that they need to heal, to grow, to be the best that they can be this waxing moon as they take space for themselves, resolving anger, because conflict reminds us when we need more space for ourselves, and emotionally, like attracts like. That if we're longing for more love in our lives, we need to be more loving, particularly to ourselves, taking that space so that we can be more loving by loving those angers, those frustrations that rise within us. And we're Virgos, so nobody needs to know about it, and to call upon the healing angels of trust to heal our minds, to trust in the path, to trust that we've done nothing wrong, that no one ultimately has done anything wrong in a quantum hologram called planet Earth. We're immortal souls. So to trust our guidance, trust our grace, trust our path with that azurite. It's also about trusting ourselves, that we can really have the self-confidence and therefore the expanded awareness to see things from a higher point of view, to manifest some dream, something within our heart's desires. So as the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, may our work now bring us to harvest. We are ready to receive our all. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Oh, God. Good. You know, this is why on my community tab I write down like the titles and not always the mantras, but you know, put down the titles and the links you can watch your other signs. It's like I have mine all written down, so I play with them throughout the 2-week period. I highly recommend it. Oh, and if you want to book me for a reading, like I said, booking a reading with Mal, link in the description box. You want to check out my book, go ahead. You can preview it for free. You can even read the dedication to my mother on it should you feel so drawn. And certainly, if you want more of me, subscribe. Did you like the video? Like it. It helps other people see it. You feel like commenting? Tell me. What are you trying to harvest? 1 or 2 words. Because I like to know. It's fun. Otherwise, sometimes it's like reading into a vacuum. So I would appreciate that very, very much. Otherwise, my beloved Virgo family, wishing you all the very best and the very, very blessed of this new moon in Libra 2 full moon void asteroid, of course, in Aries, October 2021. Mercury's going direct, my beloveds. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.